nblocks comes with a lot of features, but you don't have to use all of them at once. For example, feature control is something you can use by itself, and in this video I'm going to show you how to. If you don't have an nblocks account, head over to nblocks.dev and sign up for one, because we're going to need one to get access to the control center. Additionally, if you want to code along with me, we have a demo app that is a React app, which you can clone using the link in the description. Once you've done that, head over to the control center and create a new app. And after that, let's head straight to the docs. So in the docs here, you have a label named feature flags standalone. And this is the instructions that we're going to use during this video. So let's scroll down to the example code and get started. All right, we'll go ahead with the first step here. We can just copy the npx command and paste in our terminal. And then let's head over to step 2. So in step 2, we're going to add the nblocks provider. We need to add it to our topmost component. In this case, it is the app component, similar to this example. You'll notice that there's an XXX here, so we need to find an app ID, and I'm going to show you how to. We'll first go here, copy this in, close it, make sure that it's also imported. All right, so we need to specify an app ID, and you do it by looking in the control center, and you see there's a menu alternative called keys. Click that, and you got your app ID here. And just clicking it will copy it for you, and we'll just paste it in the XX. All right, let's go to the next step. So now when we have installed the npx command, we have a couple of components. One is the feature flag component. So it explains to us a little bit like, imagine if you have a component. It could be a span, it could be a link, it could be a header, it could be a div, anything. And we can just wrap a feature flag component around it. So around any tag or group of tags, you can just wrap a feature flag component and add a flag key to it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this one, Acme Plus, and we're gonna wrap it around the feature flag component and see if it works. So that component exists under our dashboard. So I'll add it here. Again, remember to import it. Okay, before moving on to the next step, to step 4, I'm going to show you one thing. Feature flags actually work right now. And if you only want to do soft launches, which means that you want to launch something on production without it being visible to your customers, you can just use the feature flags, and by default, they will be disabled, and then you can enable them from the control center. So let's go ahead and test that. I'll just start the app. And you see that the Acme Plus flag or Acme Plus component is gone because of the feature flag. We gave the flag a key, premium features. So what happens now is that, this flag calls nblocks and asks, I got this feature flag with the flag key premium features. Is it enabled, and is it enabled for this session or user? So right now we have no user or a session, so it can only ask, is it enabled? So we go to the feature control tab here. It says that it's active for selected groups. Let's go ahead and edit that. Remove it and save our changes and go back to our application now, reload it, and you see the Acme Plus box is active again. So right now, what you can do is inactivate it, save the changes again, go back, reload it, and you see that the component is inactive. Pretty neat, huh? Now we're gonna take it another step. We showed you how to activate and inactivate a flag, but we're gonna show you how to dynamically activate it with parameters. But to do that, we need to give the feature flags some context. What parameters are there in your application that you can use? And that's what step 4 is about. So in step 4, we're gonna provide a user context to the feature flag. A user context could be your user data, your usernames, what the plan they are using, what roles they have, what company they are working for. All of those things can be applied to the context. So here you see in this example, we have just a static user object, and then we use the setContext method to just apply those parameters to it. Ideally, if you have an app where people are logging in and out, when they logged in, you have access to the user data and you set the user context there. And if you're curious about what other parameters that you can attach here, you can scroll up and you see all of the parameters that you can attach here. It's typical user information, organizational information, devices. So let's just copy this example. I'll just copy everything. And is there anything else we need to think about? You can call this method from anywhere as long as it's inside the nblocks provider. All right, we can pretty much call it anywhere in our app. So I'll just do it straight inside the dashboard here. So I'll go ahead and copy and paste this code and just move the imports. So now we got the username John Doe. They have a plan, premium, and a role as an admin. So we should be able to use those parameters to control the features. So let's head back to the control center and have a look. So we got the premium features. It's inactive for everyone. Let's activate it, save it, and if we want to control the parameters, we need to head over to the groups tab. So groups, we have some pre-made groups here. All owners, all admins, everyone with a workspace plan that equals premium. All right, let's take this one, premium customers, and just add it here, premium customers. And I'll press save changes. Okay, so this means that premium features is only available for premium customers. So let's head back to our app and just reload it. And you see that the Acme Plus box is available now. All right, so if let's go ahead and change it. Or let's not change it here. Let's change our code. Let's change this to free. All right. Everything is compiled successfully, and let's go back to our app, and you see that the Acme Plus box is gone now. So this is an example of how you can control the features. You got tons of parameters to choose from. Anything you see here, if you create a group, you have a bunch of different parameters to choose from. So you can control features, based on a plan, on a role. You can expose a feature for a specific organization or even a specific user. So there's tons of control you can do here, all without doing constant releases. Once you added the feature flag in your code, you can control everything dynamically from the control center. So there you got it. That's how you get started with feature flags without using the rest of nblocks. And in this video, I chose to do it in React. However, keep in mind that nblocks is platform agnostic. You can use any language and framework to get the same thing done. If you're curious about how to go by, you can have a look at the documentation. We have some ready-made examples for you here. And if you can't find an example for your specific language or framework, you can actually request us and we'll help you out with that. And if you feel like you want to venture out on your own, it's not that complicated. The key here is one simple HTTP call. And it's this one. You can simply copy this HTTP call, use it in any language or framework, and get the same thing done. Just remember to pass along whatever you want to have in the context. That's all for now, and I hope to see you in future videos.